Peace, everybody. What's good? This is our boy George Malachi Williams, and you are now tuned to New Media Today USA. Let's go. All right, everybody, look. Now, I got some great news from my main man, Anthony, knock him out the box, Joshua. Okay, the good news is this. The WBO will not enforce the mandatory for Anthony Joshua to have to fight. Remember, Oleksandr Usyk was the #1 contender to challenge Anthony Joshua's WBO ranking for his belt, right? So now, if let's say, for instance, the WBO said, hey, listen, if you don't fight Oleksandr Usyk, we're going to strip you of this belt. So Eddie Hearns and Anthony Joshua was trying to work out kind of like a step-aside money so that Anthony Joshua can have this unification match between him and Tyson Fury. Now, the WBO stepped up to the plate and they said, hey, we're not going to strip Anthony Joshua for paying Oleksandr Usyk step-aside money. We're not going to strip him from that. We're going to allow him to go ahead and fight this unification match. This is phenomenal, guys, because, listen, you're going to have two great British heavyweight champions fighting each other to see who's going to be undisputed. Irregardless of what happens, whether it's Tyson Fury wins or Anthony Joshua wins, you're going to have an undisputed heavyweight champion in the UK from the UK. You see what I'm saying? This is phenomenal. So now, I know that Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn was trying to figure out how they're going to take care of these mandatories. Now, the problem I have is this. When you have 3 belts like Anthony Joshua has, you're going to consistently have mandatories. You're going to have to fight the mandatory for the WBO. You're going to have to fight the mandatory for the IBF. You're going to have to fight the mandatory for the WBA. So he's consistently going to have mandatories, right? And also, he's going to have to pay these guys to step aside for at least a year and so that he can fight Tyson Fury, because what's going to happen is AJ and Tyson Fury is going to fight later on in the year, probably like May or June, in the Middle East somewhere, right? And when they fight, it's going to be a rematch clause. This is a 50-50 fight from a split standpoint. This is a 50-50 fight from a fight standpoint, because Anthony Joshua don't have any advantages over Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury really don't have any advantages over Anthony Joshua. So if you're a fan of both, if you're a fan of AJ, you're going to say AJ is going to knock Tyson Fury out. If you're a fan of Tyson Fury, you're going to say Tyson Fury is going to knock AJ out. But realistically, this is the even match. We don't know what's going to happen, because we didn't, Anthony Joshua got knocked out by Andy Ruiz. No one saw that coming. And Tyson Fury struggled with Otto Wallin. No one saw that coming. So we don't know what's going to happen. And Tyson Fury knocked out Beyonce Wilder, and no one saw that coming, really. So in the sport of boxing, especially in the heavyweight division, anything can happen. But this is wonderful, phenomenal news, man, because now Anthony Joshua doesn't have to worry about the WBO title. Now, the WBA and the IBF, I don't know. I don't know what him and Eddie Hearns is working out behind the scene as it relates to those mandatories, but I hope that these mandatory challengers will allow this fight to go on. Don't get in AJ's way. Take the step-aside money that he's going to pay you, because this fight, to see who's going to be the undisputed heavyweight champion, is a lot more bigger and a lot more important than fighting the little mandatories. The mandatories is going to be there. As long as you're the #1 contender to those belts, you're going to be able to get those fights, whether AJ has them or whether Tyson Fury has them. You see what I'm saying? So this is phenomenal news. I was really excited when I first heard about it and when I read it. I actually went to WBO's website, so I will leave a link in the description below so you guys can see it, because I want you to see it for yourself. You see what I'm saying? I know AJ is ecstatic about that. Now, I haven't heard any news as of yet in the States about what the WBA is going to do and the IBF is going to do. Now, you do have some #1 contenders for both of those belts that AJ has. Now, what is the time frame that he's going to have to fight these guys? I have no idea. But we all know that unification matches trump everything. So as long as AJ is going into a fight where he wants to unify the titles, because AJ only needs one more belt, and he's going to be the unified heavyweight champion. And we know that we haven't had a unified heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis. And if Tyson Fury win those belts, then ta-da, there it goes. You see what I'm saying? So there you have it, guys. What do you think? Do you think this is excellent news with the WBO officially saying that, hey, we're not going to strip Anthony Joshua of his belt for not fighting Oleksandr Usyk? So this is great. So if you think it's great, let me know. Please leave a comment in the description below. Please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, because we are trying to grow. And also, I'm going to shoot another video, talking about who you think is going to win between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. I pretty much got a pretty good idea who you going to say, okay? Other than that, this is George Malachi Williams, representing for New Media Today USA Boxing. Please hit the share, like, and subscribe button once again. And other than that, guys, peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on, let's